He was hard as nails in his prime and remains one of the best defenders in English football history. But Rio Ferdinand's promiscuous lifestyle seems to have undergone some transformation. From growing up in a broken home and having a remarkable career against all the odds to his relationships, crazy lifestyle, expensive properties, and net worth, here's Rio's crazy lifestyle. Rio Gavin Ferdinand was born on 7 November 1978 at King's College Hospital, London, in the UK. His mother, Janice Lavender, was Irish and only 17 when she gave birth to him, while his father, Julian Ferdinand, was from St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Little Rio grew up alongside his brothers and sisters in the Peckham district of South London. Growing up was tough for Ferdinand. His father worked as a tailor while his mother was a child carer, and both had to work long hours just to make ends meet. Although Ferdinand attended primary school, he received an invitation to train at the Queen's Park Rangers Academy. But you see, Ferdinand's parents never really got married officially, and things went from bad to worse when they separated. Ferdinand was 14 at the time and lived under his father's custody. As a way of bonding with his son, Ferdinand Sr. took his kid to football training at West Ham's facility, having observed his son's interest in football over the years. Although he enjoyed gymnastics, even representing his school in the London Youth Games, football came first for little Ferdinand, and not even a scholarship to attend the Central School of Ballet in London could stop him. Although Ferdinand started out as an attacking midfielder, his coach felt that he was better off in defense and converted him. From 1992 to 1996, Ferdinand developed his skills in West Ham's academy and even had Frank Lampard as his teammate while they were teenagers. Ferdinand made his professional Premier League debut in 1996. Being young and inexperienced, Ferdinand was shipped out on loan to Bournemouth in 1996 for a couple of months. When he returned to West Ham, the defender won the Hammer of the Year award at the age of 19. Following an impressive 97-98 season, and went on to make a total of 158 appearances for the Hammers before joining Leeds United for £18 million in November 2000. This made him the world's most expensive defender at the time. Leeds made the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League as Ferdinand led the defense. Shortly after, Ferdinand became the captain of the team, but financial troubles meant that the club was forced to sell their star player to Manchester United for £33.3 million, with performance-related add-ons included, making him the world's most expensive defender for the second time. Rio Ferdinand won the Premier League title in his first season at Manchester United, but got into trouble after missing a drug test. The FA banned him from all competitions for 8 months. After his return, he gradually transformed the initially negative views of fans about him into a positive one through consistent, laudable performances. Ferdinand spent a total of 12 seasons with United, winning the Premier League 6 times, the League Cup twice, and the UEFA Champions League, among other trophies. He went on to make 455 appearances for the Red Devils and scored 8 goals, many of which were important goals. Ferdinand left United at the end of the 2013 and 14 season and spent a single season with QPR before retiring from the sport. On the international stage, Ferdinand played for the Three Lions 81 times after making his debut in November 1997 at the age of 19. Astonishingly, he never played in the European Championships, being left out of the squad a number of times. Despite having a strong physical presence, Ferdinand was more technical than physical, with confidence in possession, great ball distribution, and an elegant style of play, but all of that is in the past now. Let's see what's going on off the pitch. Ferdinand married his late wife Rebecca Elliston in 2009. The couple met during his playing days at West Ham, and they were together for more than a decade before tying the knot. Rebecca had 3 children with the defender before passing away in May 2015 at the age of 34 after a short battle with cancer. Rebecca was a fitness trainer and later became an accountant. Manchester United teammates and Sir Alex Ferguson attended the funeral while the entire football world mourned her death. Devastated at the demise of his dear wife and seeing his entire world collapse around him, Ferdinand turned to drinking as a coping mechanism before retiring from football that same month. In September 2019, the Man United legend got married for the second time. He married Kate Wright, a former reality TV star, and they have 2 children together. Following the death of his wife in 2015, Ferdinand attempted to get into boxing professionally but was denied a license by the British Boxing Board of Control. He then joined BT Sport as a pundit covering Premier League and UEFA Champions League games. Ferdinand has delved into the world of cinema a few times, becoming an executive producer of Alex Durakov's Dead Man Running in 2008. He was also the focus of a docuseries titled Rio Ferdinand's Tipping Point in November 2022. During his playing days, Ferdinand was a lunatic. Don't believe me? The man said it himself after admitting to binging on 10 pints of Guinness and vodka regularly in his prime. He was essentially part of a major drinking culture that saw him juggle football with party nights out, but all that is just in the past now. Currently, his life revolves around his family and football punditry mostly. Kate and Ferdinand live in a £4 million mansion in Bromley, London, with their 5 children. The stunning property features an impressive area with a trampoline and large barbecue cooking area, a high-tech gym, an extensive garden area laced with an AstroTurf lawn, a vast kitchen space in the middle of the house, beautified with cream and neutral tones, a sweeping staircase, a dressing room, and a large bar area. The couple moved into the mansion after offloading his home in Alderley Edge, Cheshire. Ferdinand shared the £4.5 million 7-bedroom property with his late wife, but ended up slashing the price by £2.5 million in a bid to offload it. When it comes to cars, the former defender has had some of the best in his garage: a Porsche Cayenne, a Bentley GT Continental, and more recently a £225,000 Aston Martin Vantage. During his prime at Manchester United, Ferdinand was on a 5-year contract, worth around £130,000 a week, making him one of the highest paid at the time. The football legend has had endorsements with Nike, Mars, and many other top brands. Now working as a pundit, his salary is significantly less than what it was during his playing days, but we still estimate Rio Ferdinand's net worth to be around $49 million. The former footballer put some of that money to good use through charitable initiatives. Ferdinand's goal is to transform the lives of some of the poorest children in London. He set up the Rio Ferdinand Live the Dream Foundation at the end of 2009, and the foundation focuses on the growth of the underdeveloped children seeking opportunities in sports and entertainment. Ferdinand has also condemned racist abuse in football several times. Despite being one of the best in the game, Ferdinand has found himself in hot water a number of times. You see, in the year 2000, Ferdinand appeared in a sexually explicit video, along with fellow footballers Kieran Dyer and Frank Lampard. 2 years later, the defender was said to have allegedly assaulted a woman at a nightclub in Leeds. During a radio interview in October 2006, the United legend made a homophobic remark to Chris Moyles, albeit he quickly apologized. And in 2010, Chelsea legend John Terry racially abused Ferdinand's brother Anton, using the F word and calling him black during a match. The pair clashed during a match between Chelsea and QPR. In 2014, the FA charged Ferdinand for using offensive language to a critic on Twitter, and he was banned for 3 games. In 2010, Ferdinand unsuccessfully sued the Sunday Mirror in order to prevent the publication of an affair that he had with someone, as well as allegations that he had affairs with 10 different women. The former defender also came under scrutiny when he became the new face of an online casino floor in 2015, with many followers believing that it was inappropriate since the defender was seen as a role model. Ferdinand has been given a speed ticket on more than 4 occasions in the past. Ferdinand was inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame in 2023, and his place in the history of the sport is set in stone.